Welcome to episode 100 of the Slightlee Daily Podcast. We did it. This is a huge milestone right here. This is massive. Just from like just the psychology of 100, doing something 100 times, reaching level 100 of this podcast thing that I've been doing for the last year and a half is just, it's so rewarding. And for the people out there who actually watch the podcast in its entirety and actually like keep up with this stuff, you may have noticed that I haven't put out an episode in a couple weeks, and there's definitely a reason for that. I just wanted to really I just been reflecting on just this whole journey, and I know I've had Slightlee Daily the brand for like 2 years now, and the podcast for about a year and a half. So like there's been some times for celebration, but this is just different. Like this hits different. Like episode 100. Like I said, the psychology of it, like 100, like that's crazy to me. Like, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Just want to make this first little portion. I got a couple things I'm going to talk about, a couple things I'm going to do. I got a cool announcement at the very, very end, so stick around. This is one of the most rewarding feelings of my life. Literally up there with graduating college and graduating high school and, other life things like making the baseball team in middle school and high school and shit. Like this is one of those things for me that goes into that little memory bank, that little section of my brain that's like, someone was like, oh, what are some things that you're proud of? If someone was to ask me that, this is up there. Like, I'm just super specifically the podcast itself has opened so many doors and connected me with so many awesome and cool people and given me so many connections that I wouldn't have had otherwise. To be honest with you, it's an amazing feeling being able to be mentally strong enough to start something like this and continue it and keep pushing through it. And don't get me wrong, it's not easy. There's some episodes out there where I was like, man, I'm really not feeling it today, but I know I need to not just go through the motions, but just muster up the strength and kind of remind myself, no, this is why you're doing it. You have to be motivated for this reason so that we can reach this level that I'm trying to get at. Just pushing through some days where you're like, man, I'm just not feeling this today. And then doing it and finding a way to do it in a quality way, like digging deep. For my sports people out there, it's like the fourth quarter end of the game feeling where you're like, man, I'm tired, but I gotta dig deep right here and really compete, and it's been I just wanted this to be a really, I don't know. I had a couple ideas for this episode. It was either I had an idea of just kind of keeping it pushing, maybe just not really making a huge deal out of it, which sort of is what I'm doing. But besides the very beginning, I had the idea to just have a guest on and then just call it episode 100 and then just keep it pushing. And then I had another idea where I was like, maybe I could do this other idea with involving a whole lot of people. Then I was like, no, I kind of just want to just sit back and just kind of start it or continue it how I started. And episode 1 was just me talking. It was only 8 minutes, and I was so nervous whenever I did that shit too. And what's crazy now is I'm not nervous at all anymore. I'm legitimately not. I'm sitting in my living room by myself right now. And when I did episode 1, it was me and one person, Connor. And I was so fucking nervous. It was something that I wanted to do so bad. And then whenever we actually pressed record, I felt like so much pressure to like do good, I guess you could say. I feel so accomplished with this, and I really want to say legitimately thank you to anyone who has been a guest. Most importantly, like, thank you for giving me your time and letting me pick your brain on camera and taking a risk with me, because, like, you know, I ain't shit. We're all just trying to figure this shit out, you know what I'm saying? And then 2, thank you to the people who DM me and show me love on IG, like with the clips and shit that I post. Just a quick little sidebar on those, just so y'all know kind of what I'm doing. So I try and go through each of the old episodes. So what was happening was, I got to like episode 80, I guess you could say, and I was like, dude, there's so much good conversation that 99% of these people who follow at Slightlee daily on social media haven't seen. So I wanted to take the best nuggets, the best parts of those episodes, and put them out on the internet, put them out into the world. And what I'm doing is I do every time, it's like a rotation, okay? So right now, so like basically I go new, old, and I'm closing the gap. Like yesterday, I posted highlights from episode 32. The day before, I posted highlights from 71 or something like that. And then the next day, I'll do 70 and then 33, 69, 34 until that gap closes. If that makes any sense. So just, I mean, not that anyone really like cares or needs to know that information, but there's that. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I have a couple questions too that I'm going to answer, and then let's get this over with. So I want to say this, guys. Support your friends who have clothing brands. Support your friends who have music out. Go buy their album. Go download their shit. Repost it on your stories. Show support. And this is my biggest pet peeve with with that type of shit. Stop asking for promo codes. Stop asking for discounts. Pay full price, man. Anyway, so in front of me on my table right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this up. So I have two shirts that I ordered. I'm going to chop this up, make one for one person and one for the other, and put it out on the internet and whatnot. But you'll get the full version on the podcast. So the first one that I'm going to open up is a t-shirt that I ordered from none other than Leeroy Knox. I'm not even sure if he knows that I bought it, but it's here. I have a t-shirt, and let's just rip it open. Shout out to Leeroy Knox. He's like been a frequent guest of the show, and like, you know, I need some more t-shirts for the summer, man. Just like the Authentic Individuals unboxing I did, and then the Black Cheetos brand Vision. Boom. So I ordered a large. I got this nice tealish greenish color. It's like a thick color. It's like a thick material too. And from what I understand, that's the back. From what I understand, this logo right here was designed by someone in Murfreesboro as well. So it's really cool. You can go back and listen to, I'm pretty sure the last episode we did, we actually talked about the idea of the TV with the color bars in the middle of the desert. I'm a big fan of like illustration. Like if you go back and scroll through my SoundCloud, all of my album covers, all of my song covers, single covers and shit is handwritten from my friend Nathan. So, and you can definitely tell like this stuff is handwritten, hand drawn, like the cactus and stuff. So yeah. Hey, I don't know a whole lot of people who had this, and it feels good to have something exclusive and cool. So shout out to you, Leeroy. I will be rocking this in an episode soon or something on camera. Shout out to you. Just wanted to show some love, show some support. I will link his store page or store link or whatever. Go cop a t-shirt. He's got I think a hoodie on there and some other items too. So also I've been holding on to these. So like I said, there was like kind of a gap in between episode 99 and then this episode. I've had these probably for 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, just waiting for this episode. I just kind of wanted to make this shit count. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just put out some bullshit. So anyway, let's get on to the next one. My boy, Rashad B. Shout out to you, brother. First things first, I just want to say shout out to you for putting in some effort on the packaging. He DM'd me and was like, yo, your packages or your shirt's on the way. I'm working on some new packaging, and look at this. Man, screw you United States Postal Service for covering it up. But his brand is called Mnd-Tricks. He has some really cool designs and concepts and ideas. This is some good stuff, and I like what both of these guys are doing. And even Cheeto, they aren't just making like rapper merch. There's nothing wrong with that. This is like a clothing line. This is apparel. There's a difference between apparel and merch. Like the Yeezy stuff, that's apparel. That's not Kanye West tour merch, you know? And this isn't Leeroy's TV shirt is not for the release of a song or an album or a music video. This is like Leeroy Knox apparel, his clothing line. So let's bust this open for all my ASMR people out there. Hopefully I don't slice my finger off. Okay. Definitely should have used a knife and not scissors. Kids, cut away from your body. I think I ordered the Mnd-Tricks. I did actually. I ordered the Mnd-Tricks shirt first, and I actually have another one in the mail coming from Expel, Corey, the drummer's band. That should be here briefly. That will be another YouTube video that you should watch. This unboxing is going to be obviously on YouTube for the full version of the podcast, but I'm going to clip this out and put it on Twitter and Instagram. So it has this black wrapping paper right here. Let's just rip it all out. Ooh, and then there's a secret letter. Should we open the letter first? I'm glad I saw that and I didn't just throw the box away, you know? So yeah, shout out to Mnd-Tricks. Shout out to Rashad B. I think we should open the envelope first, like it's a Christmas card, you know? Like whenever it's your birthday and then like your grandma gives you your present and it's got the bag and then you see the card in there, you got to open the card first, right? You don't just dig into the main thing. Boom. Okay, so it is a receipt. Ooh, and an autograph. Not showing my Addy. Okay, yeah, receipt down here. See, look how official, you know, he got it going on. And then thank you for shopping at Mnd-Tricks.com. We appreciate your purchase with his running logo and then a little autograph down here. Shout out to you. Oh yeah. Put that down here. Now, let's get into the shirt. So already off the bat, packaging is amazing and incredible. This podcast right here is definitely for my headphone users. And then the secondary, well, I guess you could say tertiary, the third layer of packaging is this nice little, wow, yeah, he spazzed. Even the bag has the logo on it. It's this nice little zipper. I don't know. I might have to just save this bag for something. I don't know what. It's like the iPhone box. We all just have our old iPhone boxes and AirPod boxes for what? Okay. Mnd-Tricks. Ooh, so here's the back. So here's the back. Blank back. So it's like this off-white tannish color. And then here is the front. It's super unique. So it's got the Mnd-Tricks 3 times outlined, colored in black, outline, and then the X right in the square middle of the chest. I like that. Man, with the combination of Mnd-Tricks, Leeroy, Cheetos Vision, authentic individuals, man, I'm about to be dripped out this summer, man. And I say this on every little man, both of these are really nice material. Super, they're kind of thick t-shirts. The collars are nice on them. I say this on every unboxing video too, and I don't feel like I have to, but like I'm just gonna do it anyway. I am not a big fashion guy. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, I'm not a big fashion guy. I like clothes. Who doesn't like clothes? But I'm not going to sit here and just be like, whoa, I'm a fashion guru, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, one more time, shout out to Mnd-Tricks. First order of business. I got all the festivities and whatnot out of the way. I got my cool unboxings. You know, I just wanted to switch it up, give you guys something different, give you guys something unique. Y'all saw me turning up. Y'all saw me turning up up at the y'all saw me. I'm not even gonna edit that out. Y'all saw me turning up at the beginning, though, right? You know what's crazy? At the time of me recording this, I haven't even recorded that yet, but I know I was lit. I know I was turning the fuck up. I bet y'all didn't know that I had that side of me too. Okay, festivities out of the way. Let's get into a couple topics here. The Paul brothers, Jake and Logan Paul, man. They know how to sell a fight. I'll tell you that much. Both of them. Even Logan. I know Jake is kind of in the Jake Paul is kind of like in the forefront right now. But Logan does too. Don't get me wrong. I think so just to catch you guys up to speed, maybe you saw some videos and you're kind of like, I don't really even know what's going on or care, and that's fine. But so Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather is fighting at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, which is the Miami Dolphin Stadium, June 6th. That is a Sunday night, okay? Logan Paul is a YouTuber. He is 0-1-1 as a boxer. Floyd Mayweather is 50-0 as a boxer. Olympic gold medalist, world champion. And then you have Logan Paul. Don't get me wrong. I do think Floyd is going to win. But I'm just saying. Ty said it's all a meme. I know. They know how to sell a fight. That's what I was saying. But listen, if Logan Paul lands the luckiest punch of all time, and he wins that fight and knocks Floyd the fuck out. Yeah, he lost to KSI and he tied once. And the fight that he lost, if you go back and watch the footage, he got a point taken away for he rocked him, but they said it was an illegal hit. But you're right, he did. But listen, if Logan Paul lands the luckiest punch of all time and he knocks Floyd Mayweather out, it will be the greatest upset and the greatest sports moment, any sport, any era, ever. I'm not calling it and saying that will happen. The chances of that happening is 1 in 10 billion. But if he just lands one of the luckiest punches ever recorded in human history, it will be the biggest. It will be the biggest upset of all time in any sports. I don't give a fuck about the Warriors blowing a 3-1 series. I don't give a fuck about the Falcons blowing a 25-point lead. Exactly. Ty said, "Imagine Floyd being his only career win." Exactly. Look. This is why I say that this fight is so interesting. It's because Logan Paul has nothing to lose. They're both gonna be. It doesn't matter who the outcome of this fight. They're both gonna be millions of dollars richer. And at the end of the day, that's why Floyd is doing this shit. It's an exhibition, but it's also an 8 rounds, 3 minutes. It's a full fucking fight. But he's calling it an exhibition, and yes, technically it won't go on Floyd's record as a win or a loss, but I don't give, bro. I don't care. I don't care about any comeback, any crazy sports movement, Hail Mary ever. That will be the greatest sports moment ever, even though it's an exhibition. And the fact and the hype that they've created, fake or staged or not, I don't know. Now, I don't know. I will tell you this. I don't know, man. That shit looked pretty real to me. Like, Floyd looked fucking pissed. Okay, obviously Jake is trying to be on his Conor McGregor shit, but there's only one Conor McGregor. So, anyway, that's kind of all I got to say about that, man. I'm definitely watching it. I'm buying the fight. I'm buying the fucking fight. Ty said, Floyd is greater than KSI, is greater than North Korea, is greater than Jake Paul. I can get behind that. Hey, but Jake Paul, man, I want to see who he fights next too, but oh man. I think that it's going to be a spectacle. I think it's going to be closer than you think. I think it's going to be closer than you think. They're not making Logan. So look, in a regular boxing match or MMA, UFC, you have to fight within your weight class. They're not making Logan like cut weight. Floyd weighs 155. Logan Paul is 195. Okay, he's got him by like 40 pounds and like 6 inches. I'm not sitting here saying that you can just go ahead and just write it off and say that Logan is just more powerful and he just has raw talent. Floyd Mayweather is literally, like, think about the history of fighting and boxing. People are literally already calling him the greatest boxer of all time. Like, record aside, go watch his fucking highlights. Like, you're not touching him. He's gonna bob and weave and run around the ring, hit you in the kidney a couple times, and he's gonna beat you by points because you're not gonna knock him out, and he's not gonna knock anybody out either. He used to be early in his career. Floyd Mayweather, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, now he goes by Money Mayweather. But back when early in his career, when he had some hair, he was knocking motherfuckers out. And then he had some injuries, and he had to change his style. He had to change his game. But no one's really ever challenged him. I've seen he's gotten knocked down before, but he's never been knocked out. He got right back up and won the fucking fight. So this is an interesting thing too. Transition to McGregor. That's what made me think of this. So usually once the NBA season ends in June, July and August is the worst for sports. There's literally just baseball. I love baseball. Don't get me wrong. Broke his hand too many times to count. He half-ass breaks his knuckles every fight. Exactly. So June, or once the NBA season ends, the rest of June and then July and August is the most boring time for sports. This summer is going to be packed with so many big fights. Obviously, like I said, June, there's the boxing, June 6th. There's the Floyd boxing. Also, Chad Johnson is on that card too. I don't know who he's fighting, the football player, but he is on that card as well. So that's going to sell some fucking pay-per-view buys. I'm buying the pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck. What else? Oh yeah. So then there's McGregor and Poirier. They fight in July, and then also in July, their UFC actually. It's either June. There's like 3 prominent fight nights in like a month, and then so like there's the McGregor Poirier 3, Floyd and Logan fight in June, and then like in between there, there's 2 title fights in UFC. Stylebender fights somebody. There's another fight that I should know, but it's gonna be the only thing that people are going to watch from a sports perspective is these fights that's coming this summer, because there's going to be nothing else on. Just like last year in COVID when there was no live sports, literally, UFC was just trucking along, and they were getting eyeballs on TVs. People were buying pay-per-views because there was nothing else to watch or do, quite frankly. That's all I really got to say. Okay, NBA playoffs. Briefly, LeBron said whoever made the play-in game needs to be fired. I disagree, LeBron. I love you, LeBron James, but I disagree with you, brother man. I like it. It's a nice change of pace. Think about how boring. Okay. If you look at this from a technical perspective, a technical point of view, the NBA viewership and popularity has gradually gone down every year. People like watch the finals games, but I can't remember what. Oh yeah, this is a crazy statistic that I heard on a podcast. The NFL draft garnered more viewers than games, the game 6 of the NBA Finals last year. It had more the NFL draft first round had more people watching it than the NBA championship game. So naturally, what did the NBA do? They said, okay, how do we spice this up? We make the bottom 4 teams right there on the bubble fight for that last spot in the playoffs. I like it. I'm ready to watch it. I know that even though the Warriors have been playing like poop this year, one game is all it takes to get them in the playoffs. And Steph can take over a game by himself if he's on. You're not going to stop Steph. If he scores 45 points, like you're not going to win that game unless you've got 2 guys who score 40 points. So I think that's interesting. I think it's going to be interesting if the Lakers actually fall to there and AD and LeBron are both out or one of them is out. I think the only way that they really make a run in this playoffs, it's looking sketchy, but the only way that they make a run is if both of them play. They can't do it by themselves. LeBron told you that he'll never be 100% from that ankle. I don't know why he said that, to be honest. That was kind of bold of him, but like, let's just take his word for it. And he needs to be out there with AD. He needs to be out there with Kuzma coming off the bench. He needs to be out there with everyone. And let's just say they fall to that play-in, and then they win the play-in game, and then they win the 8 seed. They're going to play the Phoenix. Phoenix is tough. Are they going to be able to beat Phoenix in a 7-game series with just LeBron or just AD? They could maybe take it to 7, but I can guarantee you this: with both of them out, they're not winning. Like, they're just not. Anyway, moving on from sports, the Xbox Game Pass is fucking awesome. Okay? I just recently purchased it and downloaded. It has so many games. As many games as you can fit on your Xbox hard drive is on there. And it's cool that they have like 360 games and all that type of shit. But I downloaded MLB The Show and then FIFA 21. I'm still getting used to MLB The Show. It is hard as hell to hit. I can strike you out though. I'm a damn good pitcher. But it's so hard to hit on there though. I don't know if I have the wrong setting on or some shit, but yeah, I just wanted to say that the Xbox Game Pass is fucking awesome. And I saw this right before I pressed record on here, and I wanted to touch on this. Blackish is going to be ending soon. The TV show. I just want to say, I say this plenty of times, and me and Mylena, my girlfriend, we've watched it together 2 times all the way through. And like, we're up to date on all the newest episodes. They're finally ending after 8 seasons, which is incredible. And I always say this, that Blackish is one of the best, I don't want to call it a sitcom, whatever you call the style of shows, TV show, program, I don't know, family show. It's one of the best new TV shows out there. If not the very best, in my opinion. It's relevant, it's funny, it's up to date, it's in touch with the culture. It has great acting, writing. It hits all the right spots. It's got a good deal of message with it sometimes. It's got a good deal of funniness, entertainment, life lessons, and then also, like, it kind of shows you the family dynamic. It's an important, for all my people out there, if you have Hulu, or I think it's on Hulu now, if you have Hulu and you need something to watch and you're just bored, go watch Blackish, and catch all the way up so you can watch it till the very end. You get to see, and then also the spinoffs. Grownish is about the daughter. She goes off to college, blah, blah, blah. And then they have Mixedish. It's about the mother when she's a child. Just this whole universe. It's Kenya Barris. He also has a show called Black AF on Netflix. He's the writer, and it's like his own kind of reality scripted TV show. But yeah, that whole universe that they created is amazing, and it's awesome. Like I said, it hits. It hits all the right spots. What are we at? About 35 minutes. Okay. If you made it all the way to the end, actually, let me word this differently so I can clip this for Instagram and Twitter. As you know, I have reached episode 100 of the podcast. And so you may or may not know that I reached episode 100 of my podcast. I also reached 200 subscribers on YouTube. You know what happened whenever I reached 100 subscribers on YouTube? I did a giveaway. And guess what time it is, guys? It is time for another giveaway. So I contemplated on what I wanted to do for this, but I wanted to show appreciation. I wanted to kind of, congratulate myself, congratulate you for being a part of this, and I want to give I want to give 2 people the chance to win just a little care package. I'm gonna throw together just some clothes and some goodies, and then ship them off to somebody. I will give you guys more details below in the description. Definitely comment #Slightlee daily. I know that's for sure going to happen. I'm going to figure out the rest of the details in the comment down below, but please follow the instructions below. Do that, and you will be entered into the drawing. I'm literally going to look, and if it's just 2 people who do it, then those 2 people win the giveaway. Below is literally all the details, how many days you'll have to enter, how you can enter. But it's going to be it's not gonna be anything crazy, guys. I'm not giving away a car. I'm not giving away a Rolex. I will say this. I know this for sure. I will be giving away like $10 in Bitcoin. If that interests you, I can send you some Bitcoin through Cash App. So I will say that is what one thing that will be in both of the care packages is $10 in Bitcoin. It's not much, but it's something, guys. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys for sticking around with me for 100 episodes. It feels crazy. Like it still hasn't hit me yet because this isn't out yet. And then thank you guys for 200 subscribers on YouTube as well. I mean, just think about that. 200 subscribers. 100 of those videos are podcasts. There's vlogs. I have like 50, 60 vlogs. I've got Pokemon card videos. I've got t-shirt videos, mukbang eating crawfish videos. So much, guys. Do me a favor. Leave a thumbs up on this video. Enter the giveaway. Share this to your stories, guys. I really appreciate all the love that anybody has shown me. You guys make me feel happy. I feel accomplished. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life, and it feels awesome. Even though the results aren't always what I want them to be or expect them to be, I just know that I'm on the right path. And if I keep chugging along and I'm supposed to make a career out of this, then it will happen. But if it doesn't come right now, that's okay. Because I know that this is a journey. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Some people's journeys in life is a sprint. And you're going to get rich overnight. You're going to get famous. You're going to get to that job that you want overnight. My journey, and even I'm sure there's some people's journey right now watching in this on your TV or on your phone right now, where you reach a point where you're like, man, this journey that I'm on right now, trying to reach this point, is making my back hurt. This stinks. This is hard. But just keep pushing through it. You got this. Everything happens for a reason. And if you feel like you are somewhere doing something that makes you feel fulfilled inside, keep doing it. Keep pushing. The results will come if they're supposed to. And if they're not, that's fine, because you're still, at the end of the day, doing something that makes you feel fulfilled. I think that's a good place to end on. I love you guys. 100. Also, I have episode 101 coming right after this that I recorded. So yeah, thank you guys. Stick around the channel, scroll down, watch some videos. Boom.